based on a manga, Masamune Shiro.
So with Ghost in the Shell getting its live-action remake, it's time that we look at the original Ghost in the Shell movie, and to do that I need a little help from somebody.
Your chair wheels are a little...
I am not editing that to look like he just appeared.
Chair wheels are a little sticky. My name is TUNA-KUN, and today we're going to be reviewing the Ghost in the Shell by Mamoru Oshii.
Mamoru Oshii. Griffin has been doing YouTube, as I have, but he does more in-depth anime reviews.
Yeah, I like anime. Anime is pretty neato. One day, I was like, cool, let's review an anime. And then, ever since then, I got hooked. I've always loved anime since I was a kid. I've been watching since, since Toonami in, Cartoon Network to, the early 90s, 2000s.
This is the first time I've seen Ghost in the Shell.
It's alright, dude. I mean, not everyone can just watch classics all the time. It's fine. You're doing your due diligence now. The thing about Ghost in the Shell is it's very philosophical. It's very, laid back in terms... Well, I don't want to say laid back, but it's very tense in terms of its pacing. It's not this fast action movie that we're probably going to be seeing in a month or so.
Yeah.
It's a very thought-provoking film, and it's very much about the emotions and the characters involved. The main character is this cyborg, and she has all kinds of powers to invisibility and pinpoint accuracy, as well as just hacking in general. The whole world is just connected.
There's something that's happening with one of these bodies where they're becoming more sentient. They're calling it a ghost inside of the shell, meaning the body of whatever that person is inhabiting.
Yeah, so the ghost is basically the cyborg soul, and then the shell is obviously whatever body that inhabits. As the story progresses, as it starts really, and continues to progress, it's about ghost hacking people's souls, rewriting their memories, spooky stuff like that.
Spooky stuff that I really think is so unique to anime storytelling. All of the aspects of this film are edgy. They have a lot of risk factor to it if they're showing it to a mainstream audience. So it's interesting to know that they're gonna remake it.
Right. So if you haven't seen the original film, I highly recommend it in general. That's why we're doing this frickin' video. Some of the themes, as Patrick was saying, is just very dark. So there's a point early on in the film where a guy is talking about his wife and kid, and it turns out those were simulated experiences from somebody who had hacked his ghost. So it's stuff like that. It's like an adult subject matter for a cartoon, which has always been a big draw for me in anime in general.
I don't know this. I don't know if you do. Are they making it rated R for the live action?
I have no idea.
Shit, I gotta look this
I bet, considering Scarlett Johansson, who's going to be playing the Major in the new one, she's, relatively nude. I imagine it's going to be rated R, especially with in the newest trailer that came out, they have the mind hacking thing with the geisha doll. So that's going to be I would really be surprised if it was PG-13.
Some of the things that they do in this film are really brutal and gruesome.
Yeah.
And if they were to just sugarcoat that and make it a PG-13 style look from what they were doing, it would kind of trash the whole movie.
Oh, for sure. Some guys whole spine explodes in the first 30 seconds of the film.
Talking about how the movie was made back in the 80s, and the animation still really holds up today, even more so than some of the CG in the newer films.
It's one of those older anime films that is just kind of a work of art as soon as it came out. It's hard to really sing all of its praises or even review a film like it, because you just have to see it. It's a unique experience. Everything holds up. The only thing that I think is a bit weird is just some of the sound effects, because I don't think sound design was there during the late 80s, early 90s.
I agree.
I don't think it, there was some really stock punch sounds and shots, things like that, but the animation, the art style, the music too, is just incredible.
Like you said, the backdrops in this film look they just took a beautiful picture. Just the artwork is insane. Some of the parts that were a little bit more iffy for me was some of the voice acting, in my opinion. Didn't really sell the dialogue that they were given, and the writing was really intellectual and smart, but it was given in a way that either for me it'll make or break the film.
Yeah, and like we watched it in English. I actually usually prefer to watch in English dubbing, just because I like voice acting, so I want to support my fellow English voice actors. But yeah, the interpretations on this one were very dry and robotic. I mean, they're cyborgs, so like I get it, but at the same time, if that's the delivery that's going to be in the new film, I'm not excited about the new film as much.
It's tough for me to really decipher if they intentionally meant to do that or if the voice acting just wasn't up to par. I guess if that makes sense.
I think the voice acting wasn't really up to par, because when you think about it at that time in the 90s, there's not a ton of just adult animation going on.
Overall, like I would say Ghost in the Shell is a really well done animated film. I think that it's got all of the good qualities that I hope to see happen in the live action remake, albeit a couple flaws with some of the dialogue and maybe a little rushed in the third act.
So that's the one thing. The third act is definitely like, it almost feels like it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was surprised when the movie ended. Just
like the payoff to what you get is so bizarre, in my opinion, but it's also very thought-provoking. So if you take a step back and you really just try to enjoy the intellectual, like the mind part of this film, then I would say it's totally worth it. If you're just in it for the action, there's like a ton more stuff you can see, but realistically, go watch it.
It deserves an opinion for each person. Like everybody needs to go and see for themselves what we're talking about. So on my channel, I do a rating on a scale of 1 to 10. What would you give Ghost in the Shell?
So on my channel, I don't give a numbered rating. Believe that numbers can accurately describe how I feel about something.
Oh! What did you say, son?
Just saying, I don't believe that numbers can accurately. I would have to give this film a pristine 1 terabyte hard drive out of 10. It's something that you're not quite sure about, but you know you need it in your life, and it's something that you can never really do without. You have to watch it. You have to have that 1 terabyte pristine hard drive, and just start putting your own opinions onto it.
Thanks for being on the channel with me. Where can the people find you?
So you can find me on Twitter. I am at tuna_smash, I believe, which Tuna Smash is just how I was on my original YouTube channel. You can find me on YouTube at TUNA-KUN, TUNA-KUN, and you can also follow me on Facebook. Same thing, Tuna Smash, I believe.
Get over to TUNA-KUN.
Get on.
Check out his channel. Subscribe if you like it, and let him know what you think about his videos.
Yeah, if you don't like him, leave a dislike. I dare you.
Thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you at the next review.